What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Of course, guys, we know about the whole Will Smith thing, but it appears we owe August Alsina somewhat of an apology. Now, last year during the entanglement, or at least a year before that, I think it was 2021, he came out and he said something very interesting, that Will Smith gave him the go-ahead to clap Jada Pinkett's cheeks. This is what he said. All right. I would like to play that clip here and then come back.
I actually sat down with Will and had a conversation due to the transformation from their marriage to life partnership that they've spoken on several times, and it, not involving romanticism. Mm-hmm. He gave me his blessing, and I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life, and I truly and really, really deeply loved and have a ton of love for her. I devoted myself to it. I gave my full self to it. So much so to the point that I can die right now and be okay with knowing that I truly gave myself to somebody.
Right, you did the right thing.
And I really loved a person. I experienced that. I know what that feels like, and some people...
I want to go ahead on and play this clip from Will Smith, who basically is saying the same thing, that he was done with Jada Pinkett.
You and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided...
I was done with your ass.
Yeah, you kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Yeah.
Marriages have that, though. Marriages have that.
Yeah, we basically, we broke up.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, I think from there, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement.
Mm-hmm.
So now, let me say this. As much as we've been complaining about Jada Pinkett is embarrassing Will Smith, and she is, I think that Will Smith, if a man would give you the privilege to sleep with your wife, it must mean that you really want to get away from her. Now, obviously, I think the Chris Rock thing might have been something a little bit more personal. He may not like Chris Rock, but now I just want to discuss this if I can. Will Smith gave August Alsina the blessing to sleep with Jada Pinkett, which lets me know something. Will Smith wants to act like this is still okay. Now, remember, Jada Pinkett said that Will Smith hadn't called her his wife for many years until the Chris Rock slap, which must indicate that Will Smith, as much as he wants to give a public image of what's going on, he wants nothing to do with her. Okay? Let me just say, I had a girlfriend one time that once the relationship was over, I really wanted her out, but again, I didn't have any kids with her, any assets with her, and I didn't have any business with her. So I didn't have anything to do with her in that regard, okay? So for me, I didn't really mind leaving, but I remember being at that point. If I'm at that point like he is, then here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say, look, you just need to get the F out of here, right? You gotta get out of here. You gotta get out of here so I can go on my life. But maybe he can't say that. So what Will Smith has to say is, look, I don't want to get divorced. If you want to come in here and sleep with her, whatever you want to do, just take her off my hands. I just want her out of here. I'll play the role, pretend that I'm with, whatever. Like, I care if it comes out. Now, they tried to cover it up, but really, he's not the biggest simp that we think he is. I think that he's just playing along. He's playing along. He's trying to do X, Y, and Z. He's trying to get this lady out of his freaking life as much as he can. He doesn't like the lady. He's through with her. And if somebody wants to come sleep with her, that's fine. I'm pretty sure Will Smith has other options. And you know what? I think this is what maybe happens in a lot of famous relationships with celebrities. You know, they live a different lifestyle than we do. Celebrities live a much different lifestyle than we do. And because they live a different lifestyle than we do, they don't do the same things that we say or we live by. Sometimes it's like, okay, we can stay married and, you know, maybe you need to go head on and deal with another person. I can deal with somebody else. I'd rather have them dealing with, you know, them than you, and that's fine. But obviously the guy doesn't care. I think, again, the whole idea of us thinking that Will Smith is just completely just baseless, he's a simp, that might be true. He really loves her. I think the guy is over her. I think the guy is over her. Anybody that will let their wife sleep with somebody else, for the most part, after they've been separated, he's like, look, if you want to bang my wife, look, as long as you deal with her, I'm just glad you're gone. Get her out of here. And you know what? A woman can make you feel like that. A woman can make you feel like, look, if you want to inherit these problems from her, get her, please. Take her from me. I think that it's great if you want her. I just need you to get her away from me. I think a lot of guys feel like that. Can't say it. You might look at her and say, oh my God, she's fine. Oh my God, she's beautiful. Oh my God, she's great. No, guys are like, look, please get her away. Please. You know, like, she's a hellraiser. If you want to be dumb enough, like Alsina, I mean, like, isn't this guy a whole different sexuality now? Like, isn't he, he doesn't even like women anymore, I don't think. So this is like, the thing is this, and look at who she got. It was a guy who was younger than her, a guy she probably could easily control, a guy who was also like very cowardly. And they were bringing this guy around their kids. That's the whole point, right? They were bringing the guy around their kids. So the family was hanging out. They knew that he was banging them. Everybody knew it. The point about Will Smith is he didn't want anybody else to know it. That was the situation. And this guy went out here and dropped the ball. Will Smith wouldn't have had a problem with August still banging out Jada Pinkett, because maybe he's not even having sex with her at all. All right, don't sleep with her anymore. He's only mad that somebody else found out about it. So I kind of think that, you know, listen, this guy August is told the truth. I think this is a, you know, very interesting situation going on here. And I think this is maybe how a lot of relationships go when guys have money and they're married, but they don't like their wife. They want their wife away from them. They live in different places. You know how many people live in a different place than their wife? Because they can't stand them. That's why. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Producer, before you subscribe to the bell, we're out.